Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Joe, and we have a roof repair to do. Unfortunately, the last two blizzards that we had caused some damage, and it's to some work that the solar company did a couple years ago, and they did say they'd come out and repair it, but I don't know when they're going to do it, and I don't have time to waste. So let me show you what's going on. So see this big metal bar right here? So when we had our solar installed on the front side of the house, the sales guy said to me, you know, hey, your roof pitch is really steep and you got a metal roof. Do you want us to throw a snow guard up over your back door? And they said at no charge. And I said, sure, why not? You know? So they put a 16-foot long snow guard just to cover the deck area. You know, they didn't go the whole length of the house. They only went the length of the deck, which is 16 feet. And they did not anchor the snow guard into the roof. Instead, they clamped it to the ribs of the roof. And I'll get up and I'll show you what's going on. And they screwed it in just to the ribs of the metal. And when you get two blizzards with 2 feet of snow each, that's a lot of snow. And it ended up tearing the roof guard right off the roof, yanking the screws right out of the metal, leaving a whole bunch of little holes in my metal roof, breaking my gutter, caused all kinds of damage. It wreaked havoc on me. So I'm trying to do a temporary patch for now, maybe a permanent patch, but we'll see. So let me show you what I got. I got some of this Flex Seal rubber. And let me go up on the roof and show you what I'm doing. I already did one small section just to see how it worked, but let me get up on the roof and I'll show you what I'm doing. All right, so you can see this is where one of the clamps was, and it just tore right out. Ideally, if it was just the size of a screw hole, I'd get a slightly wider diameter screw with a rubber gasket and I'd put new screws in, but that hole is just too big. So what I did is I ended up taking my grinder and just grinding down some of that rough metal edge, just grinding it down smooth. And then I just puttied over it with some of this rubber stuff. I think that's going to be good enough, but we'll see. I've got another one over here. And then over there, the bracket did not come down, so I should be able to unscrew that one. That one shouldn't be quite as bad. And then let me move the ladder and show you what happened with the gutter. So right here, the gutter literally, this is a seamless gutter. It's one long one. It literally just split. It's almost like there's a seam there now. So, and it was kind of hanging. Some of the brackets didn't break, but they bent. So it was kind of sagging. So I had to bend the brackets back in place. And then I had to add a couple of new brackets. Like I added this one here. This one here I added a couple more along the line. And then I just got some of this rubber tape, and it holds really well. I think that's probably going to be as good as I'm going to get, other than to replace the whole gutter. So, and then I got to remove this bracket and seal up those holes as well. So I may, on the inside of this, clean it up and hit it with some Flex Seal just in case. I don't want any leaks. It did not split all the way through. It just split like right here. It's like one clean break, and the break stops right there. It did not break underneath. So I think I'm okay at this point, but let me show you what the tape is that I used also. All right, so this is like a Gorilla tape. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the inside. It's just a rubber Gorilla tape. It's basically just a thick rubber adhesive tape. I think it's probably enough to hold the gutter, but I don't know what I'm going to do going forward. The first couple years that we were here before we put in the solar panels, you know, we didn't have any issues. I mean, we had, when it snowed, the snow would cave in and it would drop and fall on the porch, but it never damaged the gutters. It never caused any damage. And so I don't know if I want to put a snow rail back up here, or, you know, I think the problem is they put one long continuous snow rail, 16 feet, and it was not anchored into the roof. It was only anchored into the ribs of the metal, and they only had 4 clamps on it. I just don't think it was strong enough to hold that kind of weight. And I think what you should be doing is putting like smaller sections all the way across the roof, like in layers, like put like a 3 foot and then go up a couple feet and do 3 feet and go down a couple feet and do 3 feet and up 3, you know what I mean? I think you need layers of snow guards for it to work correctly. So maybe I'll do that in the spring. I don't know. Right now, I've got to add a couple more support brackets along here just to make sure that the gutters are good. I think they are, but I just want to make sure they're good, and I've just got to work on plugging those holes up. So I'm gonna get working. I'm gonna grind down the rest of the little shard metal around the screw holes, make it flat, fill it in with some of this rubber. I might even patch it with some of that rubber Gorilla Tape after the rubber sealing dries. I might just put a little piece of tape over it just in case. Other than that, I don't know what else I can do other than to replace the whole metal panel. And that's like a major roofing job, you know what I mean? You know, it's like replacing the whole roof for a couple screw holes. Thankfully, these holes are right at the bottom edge of the house. They're easy to get to. They're only like 3 or 4 inches up the roof line. Maybe about, actually no, it's probably more like 12 inches up the roof line. But, you know, let me get I'm not going to film this work because I'm not great on ladders to begin with, and I don't feel safe, so I don't want to try to work a camera and do the work. But once I'm done, I'll bring you back up and I'll show you. I'm trying to do this on the ladder. I'm going to try to be careful. So I changed it up just a little bit. I did the first 2, and then I discovered that it was easier to use that Gorilla Tape first, because it's a really thick rubber tape, and it's got a really sticky adhesive backing to it. So I found that it was easier to grind down the screw holes, the little fragments, clean it with an alcohol wipe, and then put a small patch of that rubberized Gorilla Tape over it, and then slather that thing with that rubber caulking material. So I can't imagine, it's not the prettiest job, but I can't imagine that will leak. I mean, it's pretty sticky stuff. So, and to be quite honest with you, from 3 feet away, you can't even tell it. You know, up close, it looks messy, but from 3 feet away, oh, I don't even know if you'll be able to see it from down here, but yeah, from down here, you can't even tell. So, hopefully, that's the best way to patch that. I don't know what the solar company would have done. I sent my sales rep an email, and he said that they were gonna take care of it, but honestly, sometimes if you want things done right, you got to do them yourself. So anyways, if you've got a problem like I do on a metal roof, that might be a fix for you. I've learned my lesson. I probably won't be putting any more holes in this roof. I don't know what I'm going to do for snow guards. They make little snow guards that you stagger all over the roof that stick on with like a construction adhesive. Maybe I'll try that. At least if they break off, at least it won't be leaving holes in my roof, right? So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this repair helps someone out there. I don't know who it'll help. You know, sometimes it's hard to come up with content for a YouTube channel when you're doing YouTube, but you know, this might be one of those things that helps one person out there. And if it does, you're welcome. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, share, comment, do all that crazy stuff. And hopefully the next video will be more interesting. See you soon.